Welcome back to Off Label Veterinary News, your source for commentary on animals, medicine, and practice life. If this is your first time, be sure to hit that subscribe button. This week, I'm coming to you from San Diego, home of Fetch DVM 360 Conference. Our first story comes to us from Edmond, Oklahoma, and it's the story of a Shar-Pei named Dovey. Turns out that Grandma noticed a few pacifiers were missing, and Dovey started not feeling so well and losing a little weight. They took him to their veterinarian, Dr. Chris Rispoli, and they took an x-ray. The radiographs revealed something was in Dovey's tummy, but surgery would be required to find out what. And what it was pretty spectacular. Dr. Chris Rispoli removed 21 baby pacifiers from Dovey's tummy. He said it's the craziest surgery he's ever seen. I would agree. I've never pulled 21 pacifiers out of anything. Dovey's doing great. Grandma's watching the baby. Everybody's happy. What do you think, off-labelers? How many pacifiers have you pulled out of a Shar-Pei? In technology news, Windows Internet of Things Core, which is a programming language used for small devices, has just released an update that will allow facial recognition of pets. Microsoft has also released how to build your own facial recognition pet door. Where will all of this facial recognition wind up? I think it's going to wind up on pet feeding devices, on doors, security. It's going to help us with medical records. Heck, it may even allow researchers to study behaviors that we've never seen before. So check this out. If you're interested, build this dog door. I want to hear from you if you've been experimenting with the Internet of Things and facial recognition. In Broadway musical news, last week, the Neil Simon Theater's production of Cats was disrupted when an animal service dog escaped its owner, jumped onto the stage, and attacked one of the actors. Actress Mackenzie Warren, who played Bumbalaruna, was confronted by this service dog during the opening number. Fortunately, a quick-thinking usher removed the dog from the stage. The show went on and nobody was hurt. This is yet another example of cats going to the dogs. What do you think? In a year-long study in Perth, researchers wanted to find out if free adoptions had any impact on the cat's fate, on their medical or behavioral conditions, and whether or not the owners adhered to health guidelines. The researchers also wanted to evaluate whether or not a different type of cat owner was motivated by a free adoption program. The outcomes were remarkable. Both groups, normal paid adoptions and free adoptions, had nearly identical rates of retention at the 1-year mark. 93% for the free adoptions and 96% for the paid adoptions. More importantly, during the period of free adoptions, cat adoption rates went up 381% for the animal shelter. The researchers also found nearly identical rates for free and paid adoptions for medical and behavioral issues, as well as adherence to animal husbandry guidelines. Approximately 40% of the animals admitted to the shelter were cats, yet cats had an almost 3 times higher euthanasia rate than dogs. This has been the case in Australia, in the UK, in Europe, and the United States. The researchers could find no evidence that free adoption impacted the cat's fate, their behavior or medical outcomes, or whether or not the animals were taken good care of. This is an important topic we should be discussing as a profession. Should we be promoting free animal adoptions? Because in this study, they found that when they offered free cats, the adoption rates skyrocketed. They also found that first-time cat owners were more attracted to free adoption programs and initiatives than paid adoption. So what do you think, off-labelers? What do you think about free adoption for dogs and cats? Our goal should be to do anything possible to empty animal shelters and provide the best care for the animals we love. If free adoption can help us achieve that goal, then I think it's something we should definitely explore. This study was in one shelter in Western Australia and needs to be reproduced elsewhere, especially in the United States. What do you think about free adoptions? Well, that's it for another edition of Off Label Veterinary News. If you like content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ding the bell so you'll be notified when content like this drops on your internet doorsteps. Until next time, keep living that off-label life. Bye.